I'm Merrick Demetta. And we got someone coming back for the first time since Reanimator.
Jeez, yeah, it's true. It's been a long time. Hi, guys. I'm back. For now.
Yeah.
Life is busy.
Yeah, we got Mike again.
Hi.
Got a Dolph Lundgren film today. Haven't spoken about him for a while since, I don't know, like The Punisher? Shit. It's a movie of 3 titles.
Yes, 3 titles.
It is either called Fallen Knight, Night of the Apocalypse, or The Minion.
The one we're holding is Fallen Knight.
Yeah, the DVD copy is Fallen Knight.
But it's the same film.
In the tradition of Highlander.
Okay, well then I guess we...
The End of the Millennium, 1999. When a subway accident unearths an ancient burial ground containing a mysterious key, evil forces are unleashed with the power to wipe humanity off the face of the earth.
Sounds very 80s.
When news of the discovery reaches the Knights Templar, ancient warrior monks entrusted with protecting holy relics, they dispatched Father Lucas, Dolph Lundgren, to face the diabolical threat. In a desperate race against time, will good prevail over evil?
Wait. Monks? The Knights Templar are monks?
Apparently. According to this, like monks as in like warrior monks.
Still?
I know. I mean, it's nice.
They probably squeezed in some martial arts into this film. That's probably why they're...
Well, Dolph Lundgren has a big spiky old gauntlet. So.
Well, that doesn't make him a martial artist. That just means he's going to punch you to death.
True. But it's nice to see the Knights Templar doing something not evil plots.
Fair. You know, they're on the good guys' team.
Yeah, they're not fighting the assassins.
You just imagine that one Templar. Are we the baddies? He has that epiphany.
So, because this is a Dolph Lundgren movie, I must break you. Let's watch this.
Shall
we? Every stranger I meet could hide the enemy. Every human being I touch, I may have to kill. Please let this be the last.
Deep below New York City,
I think it's more than a burial chamber.
An ancient evil is unleashed.
Let this be some huge archaeological find.
Oh, look at his eyes!
Forget about the key and everything that happened here. Go on with your life.
What's so important about this key?
The key unlocks a door. The door to a prison.
Dolph Lundgren.
An ancient demon. His freedom will mean the end of everything. Armageddon. The end of the world.
The Minion.
Well, that was the blood of a virgin dodo, I guess.
It requires the blood of a virgin dodo, and 10 keys should do it. Ought to do it. I mean, that would be my security system. Yeah, I would make at least not 1 key, but 10 Templar keys to lock this thing away, and then require the blood of something that's a virgin state of an extinct being.
Maybe have the keys be not so quite obviously a key.
Yes, behold, the spider.
Well, like maybe something like I don't know, the shields of the original how many Templars they put the slots around the thing, and it turns like a I don't know.
Or like the keyhole. There's a keyhole on the door that suggests that there's a key, and there's a fake out key like the key they have, but the real key is the statues. There's 2 shield slots in their hand that just put the shields on, and that'll be the key. But
Yeah, like
nobody would think of that.
Like a Legacy of Kain puzzle.
I don't know, something like that.
Or here's an idea. Dragonclaw. Like the ancient Nord doors in Skyrim.
Oh, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is, I mean, a toddler can figure those out.
Yeah, it's just written on the key because they're idiots. But
And let me just push the start button here. I'm just gonna look at my inventory, and
Yeah.
oh, there it is. Bear, owl, snake. Okay. Oh, I'm being shot by arrows. I think I have the wrong claw.
Well, no, because it says requires ruby dragon claw or golden dragon.
Of course,
claw.
but if you're a dunce like myself and
Yeah.
you're tired and you're skipping through the list, you're like, hey, that looks close enough. That was the claw I just picked up. And no,
Oh right, yeah. Well,
you don't read all the time.
Yeah.
It should be the first thing on your list.
Or
but
you
it's not
know,
always.
you could not have a way to open the ancient evil.
That would also be a very intelligent way to go about that. But we're stupid people, right? We're human beings. It's
Or
what we do.
since apparently the Knights Templar are dedicated to protecting this thing and fighting the Minion, who goes to people through eyes, maybe your order could be made of blind people.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't be really effective at fighting the guy
Yeah, but
who shows up with the eyes.
They could be Daredevil.
It's not Daredevil, man. They're
It's
just they're regular schmucks.
It's already a fantasy film.
It's fine, but we're suspending the disbelief, I guess, or whatever. Like, if we can have I mean, this is not a great argument, but if we're going to have the demons and the angels and the Templar, let's keep superheroes out of it. Because then it breaks it. It becomes...
But you already have Dolph Lundgren. He is a superhero.
He's not a superhero. He's an action hero. There's a difference.
What about Masters of
The only superpower action heroes have is the amazing ability to make frag grenades, have a fiery explosion, and to never have to reload.
And to shoot straight with a machine gun.
While shooting from the hip. That's their three powers. That's what action heroes get. Occasionally they can flip a car on their own.
Yes.
But superheroes can do much
Dolph
more.
Lundgren is a superhero on at least 2 occasions.
Maybe another.
He played He-Man.
That's fair.
And the Punisher.
That's an anti-hero. That's not a superhero. I'm not going to give you that one.
Granted. Well, if we're considering Batman a superhero,
He's not. He's an anti-hero as well. Batman's an anti-hero. He doesn't even have any superpowers. He just kicks ass and has like tons of gadgets and money.
Billions.
That's fine.
And he's a ninja.
That's not a superpower technically.
Well,
I mean, it could be. Financially.
This is going wildly off topic. But technically, Superman has no superpowers.
That's just standard for him. Yeah.
I mean, if any Kryptonian comes to Earth,
they're technically a super being. Yes.
Same with Hawk Girl.
But this is my point. Batman is from Earth and has no powers, right?
Green Lantern has a ring. He doesn't have the powers. The ring does.
It's fine. I'm not gonna give the super title to Batman. I love Batman, but I'm not gonna give it to him.
Batman also has a dog called Ace the Bat Hound, who is also dresses like Batman.
I can't believe we're having this discussion.
And I need to see him in a movie.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we start out. It's apparently Christmas, 1999.
That was so bad. It's Christmas. The leaves are on the trees. They're green in New York, which I know
people are biking in bike shorts.
It's not snow. Like they don't get the snow like we do, but come on.
No one gets
They're
the snow
at least
like Canada, except for maybe Russia.
Occasionally, the states get hit pretty hard in the north, but
Minnesota.
Like in the middle, they get the Arctic winds just like the prairies. But it's
good
still,
old nor'easter.
It's just it's clearly summer in New York City, and and they're just. It's December 22nd.
If you want to pretend it's Christmas, maybe don't have a cyclist go by in bicycle shorts.
That exposition at the beginning just did not sell it.
Was it necessary? It didn't even help. It didn't even add to anything.
No, it being Christmas had nothing to do with the story.
Maybe if
just the guy who gets killed who goes back for the Christmas gift.
Like maybe if it was New Year's. Okay, it's the turn of the millennium. Like on the cusp of the turn of the millennium, but it doesn't get that far.
Well... maybe they're accounting for the fighting and running around time. Give them 6 business days. Maybe that's what that was all about. I don't know.
Anyway, two subway workers fall down a hole and find a crypt with a
Templar in it.
With the Templar who I'm sure is kneeling down, but his arms look very short. So I'm hoping he's just a midget.
He's a vertically challenged individual.
Sir Warwick Davis of the Knights Templar.
No comment.
And they're like, could
we could loot this
we
place.
should tell this archaeologist chick I know, and she's really hot. We should tell her, hey man, if we can't tell her, this all stuff will go to a museum. We should steal priceless artifacts that we have no idea how to evaluate or sell, and because it's stolen, can't take to someone to evaluate for us, and can't sell through any legal means.
Well, we never said the fat guy was smart. We just know that he was there, and it's like, look, greed destroyed humanity yet again. Surprise, surprise.
And so they get scared by a skeleton because they're idiots.
Yeah, it was just a skeleton. Like, oh my god, a skeleton in a cross shirt. Ah, run away.
It's the same kind of shit like in zombie movies. Or in horror movies in general, they get scared because they find corpses in a graveyard. It's like, no,
you're not expecting to see
this
that
is how
there.
things are supposed to be going.
And it's when you're supposed to get surprised when you see something where it's not supposed to be. You know, you're in a crypt. You're clearly gonna find corpses.
It's like, oh my god, I went to the garbage dump
gimmick.
and there was trash there.
Oh my god, a bag, and it was filled with
They shot
dirty
popcorn.
diapers, and there was popcorn and clowns, and oh my.
I just had a very dark thought.
Oh no.
Aren't graveyards basically garbage dumps for humans?
I don't want to touch that, but I guess.
Shit.
I mean, we're nicer about it. We just kind of dump them in the ground very softly. And there's a time period of how long you can keep the person there. I don't know. I guess.
Fuck. I still don't think it's as weird as making jewelry out of your dead relative's ashes.
The ashes or the bones?
The ashes.
You can do that?
Apparently.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, it depends. Did your relative say specifically, I want you to make me into a necklace and a sword hilt? You know, if I want you to wield me into battle, that's
I would
cool.
totally
That's cool.
do that.
I'll do that. You know, my ancestors tell me, yo, wield me.
I
I'll
want
do
you
it.
to mix my ashes with gunpowder and put it in 6 shells and shoot them into insert name here.
Insert name here. I want him dead. No, I just want to. Like, why would you want your ashes to be part of bullets? I just want to be part of something special. I know something that's gonna come up in history. I'm like, oh god.
Yes, he's the one I want you to shoot.
Oh dear.
So we cut to the Knights Templar, who wear goofy little Halloween night tunics.
They do, and it actually doesn't. It looks like a Halloween costume.
Yeah, it's the
honestly.
same shiny material.
Like you'd expect the costume, the costumes to be really well done for the actual Templar. You know. Ooh.
You'd expect them maybe not to.
Like they come in looking like a Templar. Instead, they come in looking like he bought his outfit at Walmart for $49.95.
It's like if you got you buy the costume, but you wear the tabard tunic thing over a regular shirt instead of their crappy fake chainmail made out of that weird meshy fabric. I only wore a store-bought Halloween costume once since when I worked at a Halloween store, and I never want to do that again. That shit's itchy.
I don't think I could ever work at a Halloween store.
It's hell.
I mean, that's
it is hell.
Is this bad all around?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I mean,
customer
question,
service
do you
is
get
terrible.
a break at LaRonde?
Well, I mean, I was in charge, so it doesn't matter. But
Is the shift shorter than 12 hours?
it depends. I mean, sometimes my people never came in because things happen. So then, as manager, you kind of just chill and you're like, well, I guess I'm doing the 14 hours today. Not a big deal. I mean, it has its plus and it has its pros and cons. You know, like it's not a bad place to work.
Are
It's
you
just
allowed
a lot
to
of
kick people out when it's closed?
Technically, yes. I don't know how that's changed in recent years. I haven't worked there since I had a regular job.
A woman goes down into the crypt to investigate shit. One of the subway workers wants to fuck her, and then Dolph Lundgren's in a taxi cab. And the taxi driver is like, "Oh, well, I just wanted to be friendly. I'm just trying to be friendly. You don't have to talk if you don't want to, but geez, I'm just trying to."
And he's
make
putting on the glove there.
conversation."
You think he's gonna kill the taxi driver?
I would. Except for the fact that he's driving the car, I mean. That's a pretty good defense.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, there wasn't all too much going on in the beginning, other than a couple of people died from this demon thing, and they're running away from it. And then where do they end up? They end up at a police station.
Yep.
They get nabbed, and I think that whole station scene is set up just like the first Terminator, almost identically, but not as good. So,
nowhere near as good.
Nowhere near as good. But you could tell they were going for the Terminator feel.
A bald guy shows up, and he kills the cop watching the subway place. The fallen knight comes down and punches him in the head, in the back of the head with a spiky gauntlet. The archaeologist finds a key inside an ancient Celtic figure of Batman that was around the Templar's neck.
Yeah, and then
they argue through New York.
Yeah, New York was just a big argument and a chase scene, and that was it. Then they get arrested, have that whole police set up, and then from there they go to.
Apparently, the key is to the Antichrist.
Yeah, or at least to his heart.
And the Minion really wants bananas.
I was so tempted to yell banana throughout the film, like banana.
Especially
it's called the Minion. I can't help
the line we get in the police station. This Minion is not a figment of my imagination. He has killed. He will kill again. We're all dead.
And then we just went full banana and papaya and all that crap. Taking away your speaking rights and privileges for the next half hour.
Yeah, can you take them away after we're done the podcast?
No, it's just gonna be me now. Okay. I'm taking over this show, and I got the armament to back me. Okay, it's hunting knife versus teacup. My money's on teacup.
Ash, move your teacup. So, apparently they're gonna throw the key into a radioactive waste.
Okay, I think I just got the inside joke. Was her teacup in front of the camera?
No.
Oh, really? Never mind. I'm trying to speculate here. I never got an explanation to that. I'm just trying to figure that one out. It's okay.
I mean, there was a cup of coffee in Game of Thrones.
Whatever, I'll figure it out eventually. Don't worry about it. Carry on.
It was a store-bought disposable coffee cup, and it was just in the banquet at Winterfell. And people were like, "Oh, there's a Starbucks cup in the show," and D&D's defense was, "It's not a Starbucks cup." Yeah, but it's still a disposable coffee cup in medieval times.
It doesn't matter whose company it's from. It's in the show. You guys done goofed.
Well, you could say that about that entire season.
Not gonna go there.
Everyone else already has. So we find out that this woman who frankly looks black is actually Native American.
Yeah, she's like a quarter black, clearly, but then she's Native. She's Mohawk, I think, and her family's Mohawk.
Yeah.
And there was that little moment where we have to cross the border, and you were like, "Oh, they're fugitives. There's no way." I was like, "Dude, this is pre 9/11. I'm pretty sure they could just drive right across."
Because they're going to the Montreal.
They were going to the Montreal airport, so like,
fuck, what,
dude, they can go right through it.
Dude, you know what really dates this film? Montreal International Airport.
Yep, that definitely puts it back.
Instead of Trudeau.
It's P. Trudeau. Pierre Elliott Trudeau. That's the airport now. Wow.
I hate that airport.
It's not so bad.
It's not laid out well.
No, it's like a big U.
But I mean the finding departures.
Departures are on the first floor, and arrivals are on the second floor.
No, arrivals are on the first floor. Departures are on the second floor.
No. When you leave, you're on the floor that you came in from. Arrivals eventually, it's two separate areas.
Yeah.
The arrivals, I mean, we shouldn't be talking about this, but the arrivals come in through the top, and then you go down the stairs, and you end up in a separate area of the building where they do
very
customs.
valid complaint, though. The shuttle bus.
Sure.
You charge $10, but you do not accept bills. That's why you're getting nickels. Because fuck you.
That's why you're getting nickels.
So they go to her hometown. We meet a guy. Apparently the minion is also a Wendigo.
Or it's interpreted as he's a Wendigo or a demon or whatever. Every culture.
Apparently it's this thing that is the Wendigo.
It's their version of it.
Yeah, instead of what happens when you eat another human in the wilderness.
Yeah, it's not the traditional.
The traditional Wendigo is much more interesting.
And more terrifying, I would argue.
Oh, because it's the human monster.
Yeah.
It's not just some random demon possessing a human. It's a human making a horrible, but choice out of desperation.
Yep. And then you just kind of...
Like fucking a dodo.
That's it. It's never going away. It has to be a virgin dodo, though. It has to be a virgin dodo's blood.
Like in ancient times, the minion.
I know.
The minion went around fucking all of the dodos.
That's
to ensure that there would be no virgin dodos.
No, you see, at this point where there's the minion exists solely to release the Antichrist. So this is counterproductive because the minion now needs virgin dodo blood, and if he's fucking all the dodos,
oh right, yeah.
It's just he's just ruining his chances of freeing his master, right? So,
well, maybe he thought that it only counts if a dodo fucks a dodo.
I would argue that too.
No, the Templar went around fucking all the dodos.
They just killed all the dodos. Of course, that's not the security system.
But
they put in place,
that Ted, fucking Ted, was out there fucking dodos.
Yeah. I guess.
We're talking a lot about something that's not even in the movie.
It's not even. We're just making it up, but it's more enjoyable.
They break into a nuclear power plant. Oh, the minions.
No, it's a waste facility. It's a power plant. Yeah, I guess it is. I know they're going to the waste.
They're going to the big tub of radioactive sludge.
Radioactive soup.
The radioactive soup they have for no adequately explained reason. And the cop archaeologist, whatever the fuck he is the minion now, and he tells them that she wants to blow up the power plant.
Yeah, that's how they end up there.
And so that's how he gets the cops in there. Yeah, there's a Terminator scene in a cop station that looks like a bar.
Yeah, we covered that.
It's like you said, it's like the Terminator, but he's yelling and not intimidating.
Yeah, it was not intimidating at all. He just guy walks in with two, I want to say MP5s, and just starts unloading on the place. And I was like, okay, kills the guy at the counter with the newspaper. Never has to reload, even though it's like a 30 clip mag.
So they spent all this
30
time.
round mag, sorry.
They spent all this time building up this
thing,
this power plant, and the granddad dies and draws a W on the Wendigo in blood. But they don't actually get the key into the soup.
No,
and this was all a waste of time.
And then they have to chase him all the way to fucking Israel.
They go Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
They go all the way. Well, Jerusalem is in Israel. Apparently, it's the capital of Jerusalem, of Israel, even though it's fucking not. That's Tel Aviv, but whatever. Yeah, it's just Donald saying idiot shit. And then the minion storms the Knights Templar and slaughters all of them.
Not one of them was a decent shot. Not one.
And you don't even have maybe.
And they knew he was coming.
Yeah.
They knew he was coming. There's no way they were not prepared. Guns poised at the
really,
door.
You only have machine guns? Not one of you fuckers has a shotgun. Not one of you thought to lay fucking mines, barbed wire.
It's. I mean,
an RPG.
The thing is, the minion's in a human body. You just need to destroy the body, right? it's gonna soak up damage like a regular human. You need to land a hit. Not one of these guys lands a freaking hit.
But even then, like, you think if they're that bad shots, you think they'd give them like RPGs and shotguns to compensate for their lack of accuracy.
Yes, we won't hit the side of a barn at 50 meters, lads, but to compensate, we brought in the good old 30-pounder. 30-pounder, Jesus, a naval gun.
Get him some blunderbusses.
Right there, you can't miss.
Get him some flamethrowers.
That would work.
For an ancient warrior order, they're very poorly armed. No, we must put all our technology into spike gloves.
What if you completely... No, flamethrower might work, because what if you completely destroy the body? The spirit can't get away, right?
And what's one of the first things to be destroyed when the human body's on fire?
Well, the flash.
And the eyes.
The eyes. Yeah, the eyes do go...
And, like, apparently this thing jumps from eyeball to eyeball.
It's true.
And apparently it's okay. It is the reptile brain?
Yep, so, I mean, you could cook them. Feasibly, you could cook the minion with a good old Flammenwerfer.
That's a nice candy.
What? I mean, that would work. You get I'd just bring in everything. I mean, you'd think by this point Templar have a tank.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd think you just bring the tank in, pointed directly
at the door.
And he's like,
HE, just wait for the freaking minion to be like,
and he comes in like,
Lucy,
ha! Bang!
You just like take
Dead.
him out, gone. Even just a Pack 40 would have been fine.
Like, because they do the Terminator scene, but he is not in fact the Terminator.
Yeah, one bullet will stop him. So, whereas the Terminator's walking through a police station being shot and he's just not being phased by it, this guy gets hit, he's down. So,
I mean, I guess like limb shots, he doesn't care about pain.
Yeah, pain wouldn't be an issue, but still need to. You can disable him. You take out his limb, he can't walk. You shoot him in the chest, his body stops, right? You've killed the heart, and it's over.
And even then, a human taking a tank round,
there's
not going to be a whole lot
It doesn't even matter what kind of tank round that is, whether it's armor piercing or high explosive. It's the body's gone. He's just evaporated.
Maybe some shoes with bones sticking out for comic effect.
For comic effect only. There's the forelegs thing, the shins, the shins. Sorry, they're just there like.
It's not like you're gonna shoot the minion with the tank and it's just gonna be singed black and hold up a sign saying "ouch." Hell, Wile E. Coyote is a more credible threat than this thing.
Do you see the shit Wile E. Coyote pulls off?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't get the Roadrunner, but he does some collateral, man.
And he gets I think there's one cartoon he gets a Roadrunner.
I can't confirm that.
I root for the Roadrunner, but Tweety Bird.
Tweety Bird
deserves to die.
She needs to be.
I thought it was a boy.
I don't know what Tweety Bird is. I don't care.
It is an abomination.
It is a bird, and it is an annoying bird, and it needs to die and be eaten by Sylvester Stallone.
Like, because that's what cats do. They eat birds and mice. It's normal. Don't fight the natural order of shit.
I wonder if your computer's picking up the crickets.
I can edit them out.
No, I'm just curious.
That's why Mufasa's death hit so hard, is because it is essentially a predator being killed by the prey. It is wrong. It is aberrant to nature.
Well, Mufasa didn't get killed by prey. He fell off a cliff because another lion was like, yo...
Long lived. But technically, the wildebeest were the murder weapon?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure, he's, falling from off of something has a lot to do with mass and velocity.
True, and lions weigh a fuck ton.
Exactly, the bigger you are, the harder you hit the floor. It's why when you drop an ant off a skyscraper, the ant is fine. And
if a little confused.
A little confused with how he got from there to here, and he just covered the equivalent of like 43,000 miles to him. I don't know.
Also, but if you drop an ant off a skyscraper, frankly, you need to find better things to do.
I want to see what happens, Bobby.
But you won't see. You'll have to have someone else to watch.
You see the ant yet?
And if that ant falls in their eye.
Oh, that's even worse. But again, he fell off a cliff that I would argue, the antelope were like about yay big.
Yeah.
So he's at least a good 30 meters up.
Yeah.
That would kill a lion. Falling on his back too.
Yeah.
Trampling wouldn't matter. He's dead on impact. I'm assuming.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
So what happened?
Yeah. This is not about the Lion King. Why are we
So
here?
what happened? So what happened to Mufasa? I let him go.
I let him go. You just start putting Arnold quotes everywhere in Disney films. It'd be amazing. I let him go.
So Dolph Lundgren arrives. Father Lucas. Apparently he was Spetsnaz because of course he fucking was.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't mean the other guys had no military experience.
The Minion jumps to a guy called Bernard.
Who's an idiot?
Yeah, fucking
Who's an idiot?
It's like, I killed the Minion! I
Look
am
at
the
this!
bravest Templar!
Let me touch it!
We've already seen Dolph kill like 3 of them. You're not the bravest. You killed
And
one.
it has nothing to do with courage. It's just...
You ran up behind him and stabbed him in the back of the head.
Yeah, it was more like you did the job, but I don't know about courage, man.
Then he gets possessed, kills a lot of people with a machine gun, unlocks the crypt, which tries to stab him. Fights Dolph Lundgren for a long time. Shoots him in the arm with a machine gun. They have a sword fight.
There's a close combat battle that is...
A lot of martial arts. And this is the problem with Bernard as the villain for the last furlong of the movie.
Sure.
I do not believe that actor, an actor of his build and appearance can take Dolph Lundgren.
That is fair. Yeah. It's like when you look at it realistically, like, okay, maybe he has supernatural strength or something because of the demon, but...
That's why it works with him being one of the antagonists in Expendables or in Rocky IV. Sylvester Stallone versus Dolph Lundgren,
yeah, that
it could go either way.
Exactly. The guy's jacked, but when you put him up against, I'm going to possess this pathetic little human, and then you have him against Dolph there, and he's just like, well, he's twice my weight in size. I can still kick his ass.
And I'm
right?
just punching